Hello, welcome back to class. Let us begin this class today, coming to sitting on a block. If you don't have a block, you can just use a pillow. So just so you're sitting comfortably, the block allows us to have good posture. So if we're slouching, sitting comfortably, legs are crossed, nice open heart center, navel on the spine, shoulders back, nice space. Initially from the chin, as we go into the warm-up, we can just drop the chin to the chest. So either bringing your hands onto your knees here, palms are facing up or palms facing down, or if you're comfortable with your hands just resting in your lap. And then take a deep breath in through your nose, and then breathing the air out through your mouth. When you're ready, you can close your eyes, and you can then drop your chin to your chest if that's comfortable for you. So just again breathing in, and then you can either breathe out through your nose or your mouth. So feeling present here today in this space and time, let the thoughts leave your mind from whatever's happened before you came to class or whatever's going to take place after class. And like I always ask you, just checking in with the weight of your thoughts. What is heavy or light for you in this moment in time? And again, what is it that you cannot change in this moment in time? Are you willing to surrender to what will be? And just breathing. Just thinking about your body, feeling where there's any areas of discomfort in your body. Then just know, as always, we have the opportunity in this next hour to work through those areas. So just feeling still, feeling present, feeling grounded and centered. So what I'm going to read to you today, we're still in our month of Be Loving. So taking care of myself doesn't mean me first. It means me too. I love that. And self-love isn't selfish, it's important. So just bringing your hands onto your heart center, left hand on your heart center, right hand on top of your left hand, just taking a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, feeling gratitude for this time on your mat in class together. As you bring your hands back down, opening your eyes. We're going to join each other now as we come off the block, just moving the block just to near you in case you need it during class. And then we're just going to join each other on tabletop. So finding ourselves on tabletop here, we're going to press our hands into the mat. We're going to dig our toes into the mat, and we're going to press ourselves up into our downward facing dog. You're going to walk your feet out on the spot here, and then just 1 or 2 breaths here. Breathing in and breathing out. You can turn your head from side to side, breathing in and breathing out. We're just going to head to the end of the mat so you can look towards the front of the mat. So either stepping forwards with your legs, or like we've practiced in our Be Strong month, you can soften through the knees and then jump up to the front of your mat. Folding forwards here, we're going to begin our first sequence, a couple of sun salutations. We're just going to come into our mountain pose, breathing in, arms to the side, hands above your head, arching back, and then breathing out, hands to chest, into your mountain pose. So here we begin in our mountain pose on the end of our mat. Standing with your feet into the mat, arms along the side. We're going to breathe in. We're going to arch up, we're going to reach back, hands to prayer, folding forwards, breathing out. Hands to shins, halfway lift, breathing in, breathing out, folding forwards. Hands to the mat. And here you can either jump or step back. So we're either going to step back with the right leg, or we're going to jump back with both legs into our high plank. Either knees down or legs straight like we've done in our Be Strong one. Elbows tucked in, coming over the wrists and then over the toes, pulling up into your upward facing dog. With your breath here, rolling or flipping over the toes, pulling back into your downward facing dog. 3 breaths here, breathing in and breathing out. And turn your head from side to side, breathing in and breathing out. 1 more breath here, breathing in and breathing out. You're going to look forward, just bending the knee, either jumping or stepping forwards into your forward fold. Breathing in, halfway lift. Breathing out, forward fold. We're going to move through to the other side. Reaching the arms to the side, breathing in, arching back, hands to prayer, breathing all your way out, folding forwards. Hands to shins, halfway lift, breathing in, breathing out, folding forwards. Here, we're either going to step back with the left leg, or if you want to, jumping back, nice soft knees into your high plank. Either knees to the mat or just coming from high plank, elbows tucked in over the toes, lifting down over the toes here. Upward facing dog, breathing out, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Last breath here, breathing in and breathing out. Looking forward, either jumping or stepping with the left leg, jumping forward, folding forwards. Breathing in, halfway lift. Breathing out, forward fold. Breathing in, arms to the side, reaching up, arching back, hands to prayer. Breathing out, mountain pose. 3 breaths here, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. We're going to move through 1 more set, just like that. Breathing in, reaching back, arching back, hands together. Breathing out, hands to prayer, to chest, down to the mat. Breathing in, halfway lift. Breathing out, fold, fold. Breathing in, hands to the mat, jumping or stepping back with the right leg, or jumping into your high plank, knees down to the mat, or just coming over the toes from your high plank, elbows tucked in. Breathing in, upward facing dog, and then rolling over the toes, pulling into your downward facing dog, breathing out. Breathing here, reaching through your down dog, 3 breaths, breathing in, and breathing out. Turn your head from side to side, breathing in and breathing out. Last breath here, breathing in and breathing out. Looking forward, jumping or stepping through that right leg, coming into your forward fold, halfway lift, breathing in, looking up, breathing out, forward fold. Breathing in, arms to the side, reaching back, arching back, hands to prayer. Breathing out, folding forwards, other side, breathing in, halfway lift, breathing out, forward fold. Either jumping or stepping back with the left leg into your lunge here, coming all the way into your high plank, moving through your chaturanga here, either knees down or just coming over the wrists on the toes. Elbows tucked in, dropping down with control over the toes, pulling yourself into your upward facing dog, and then downward facing dog. 3 breaths here, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Last breath here, breathing in and breathing out. Looking forward, left leg forward in lunge or jumping or stepping through. Right leg, hands to shins, halfway lift. Breathing out, forward fold. Breathing in, arms to the side, reaching up, reaching back. Hands to prayer, hands to the side. Breathing out, mountain pose. Breathing in, here in your mountain pose. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more breath here, breathing in. And breathing out. You can shake it out here. Should feel nicely warm now after those sun salutations. We're going to meet each other back down onto all fours into tabletop. So hands onto the mat, digging the toes into the mat, and we're going to press ourselves back into our downward facing dog, coming up onto your toes here, reaching your heels into the back of the mat. Right, walking the legs closer together. We're going to take our right leg up into one-legged down dog. So from here, you can be on your toe here or reaching the heel into the mat. See what's comfortable. You're going to bend that top leg. So you're going to lift the leg up, bend at the knee, and your foot, you're going to flex and reach your foot towards your bottom. Your hands are going to be pressed into the mat, and like in your down dog, you're pressing your upper body through your arms. So you're opening through the hips, through the side body, breathing in and breathing out. Two more breaths here, opening up nice and strong, breathing in and breathing out. One more breath, breathing in and breathing out. We're going to square off the hips, straightening that leg, bringing that right leg down, walking out your down dog. And we're just going to push ourselves here. I know I'm challenging you, but we can do it. Let's go across to the other side without coming out. Nice and strong through your arms. We can do this together. Bending your knee, reaching your foot towards your bottom, pressing your head through your arms, strong arms, coming up onto the toe, and then if you want to see if you can bring that heel towards the mat, opening here, pressing through, 3 breaths. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice and strong. You're doing great. Breathing in and breathing out. Last breath here, breathing in, really make it count. Breathing out. Straighten the top leg, squaring off the hip, bringing that left leg down. In your down dog, just walking out your down dog here, and then coming forwards into your high plank. And what we're going to do is bring our knees to the mat, just hovering. Feel a release in the lower back, hovering, hovering, really pressing through the hands, thumbs, wrists, maybe dying here, bringing your knees to the mat, coming over the toes, sitting into your child's pose, forward to the mat. Initially, just having your hands long, cup your hands onto the mat, stretching through the arms, and then just bringing your arms alongside your body to release all the way through the arms here, through the body. Breathing in, breathing out. You can circle through the thumbs here, wiggle the fingers if you want to. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Just getting your heart rate back. Nice way to start class with all those inversions. If you're getting slightly unbalanced, a little bit of nervousness, really clear the mind. Let's come onto all fours again, reaching each other in tabletop. Again, nice and strong into the mat, digging the toes into the mat, and then pressing through your down dog again, coming up onto your toes, walking your legs out on the mat, or your feet out, legs out. Let's move again. We're going to flow through, right leg up towards the ceiling, bending the knee, reaching the foot. We're familiar with this now, opening up. We're just going to do one breath, one movement, breathing in, breathing out. Straightening the leg, squaring off the hip, looking forward and bringing that right leg forward into your lunge here. So just playing in your lunge here, leg is long, nice right angle. You don't want to be on your toe here. You're wanting that front leg at right angles, 90 degrees in your lunge. And come up onto your cupped hands or tented hands here if that's comfortable, pulling through the back leg. We're going to come Bringing the knee down and then going over the back foot here. You can start with having the hands on the knees, pushing here, breathing in, breathing out. If that's comfortable for you, stay here, but if you want to try bringing the arms up, you're going to reach the arms up, reaching back, and allow your gaze to go upward. 3 breaths here, breathing in, breathing out. As we breathe out, we're surrendering into the pose. You're releasing through the hips. Breathing in, breathing out. Really surrender with the breath. Don't feel like you're holding in the space. Every out breath, you are surrendering, releasing. One more breath here, breathing in. Really reaching, stretching, breathing out. As we bring the hands forward here, we're going to come up onto the back leg again, just adjusting where you need to. You can either walk your hands up the front leg if you want, or try grounding through your feet, brushing your fingertips onto the mat into your crescent lunge. So you're reaching your arms above your shoulders, but you've got space between the shoulders and your ears. Breathing in, breathing out. 2 more breaths, nice and strong. You're sinking into the lunge. Don't allow the knee to splay out or in. Nice and strong. Breathing in and breathing out. 1 more breath, breathing in and breathing out. Bringing your hands down to the mat, just rocking through your lunge here, just checking that right angle. Hands into the mat, nice and strong. With your breath, pulling yourself into your downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Allow down dog to get your breath back. If you find that you need to rest in a more comfortable way, just coming down into your child's pose, hands one on top of the other. Otherwise, if you're comfortable here, staying in your down dog. 2 more breaths, breathing in, breathing out. Remember, it's whatever works for you, whatever you want to do in this moment, in this class. I'm just guiding you, breathing in and breathing out. Let's prepare to do the other side. Bring your feet slightly closer together, left leg up, bending the knee, flexing the foot, pressing your head through your arms, breathing in, breathing out. Straightening the leg, squaring off the hip, bringing that left leg through into your lunge on the other side. So just playing here in this lunge, nice right angle in that front leg, long through that back leg. Breathing, stretching here. And then we're just going to bring that right leg back, going over the toe. And as we did on the other side, bringing the hands to the knee, either staying here or just bringing the hands up. And we're going to reach back and breathe, looking up. Breathing in, reaching back, breathing up. Remember not to be holding up here. We're wanting to actually, with each breath, sink further into the stretch. Reaching up, breathing in, and breathing out. 1 more breath, breathing in, and breathing out. With your breath, as you release here, bringing your hands back down. And then we're going to engage the legs strong into the mat, either walking your hands up your leg or strong legs grounded through the mat, through your feet, and brushing your fingertips coming into your crescent lunge here. Pulling through the back leg, strong through the front leg. Arms up, no space from the ears. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. 1 more breath, really make it count, dig deep, adjusting if you need to, breathing in and breathing out. Bringing your arms back down, bringing your leg back down as we prepare to come up, leg can actually stay up, pulling yourself into your downward facing dog. Walking out your down dog here, breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. 1 more breath here, breathing in and breathing out. Let's bring our knees down to the mat. We all meet in child's pose here. Bringing your hands one on top of the other. You can actually take your knees wider. Breathing in and breathing out. Really surrender here. That was quite a nice intense sequence. So just allowing yourself to recover here. Get your heart rate back to normal. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. One more breath here, breathing in and breathing out. So we're going to come back onto all fours, back into our tabletop. We're going to push back into our downward facing dog, so pressing into our down dog, pressing all the way through, coming up onto our toes, reaching our heels into the mat. So we're going to repeat a few things here, so they'll probably come a little bit easier to you, both because you know what to expect, but also because your body is warming up. Just walking the legs out on the spot, coming up onto your toes, reaching your heels into the mat, turning your head, pressing your body through your arms, walking your feet closer together, right leg up, bending the knee, reaching your foot towards your bottom, breathing in, breathing out, breathing through, straightening your legs, squaring up your hip, right leg comes through into lunge again. My apologies for Neville barking in the background. I'm not sure what's going on out there. Trying to switch off to it, so hopefully you can't hear too much. I'm just going to plan our lunge here. And then, like we did just now, we're going to bring that leg down. But this time, instead of sinking through, we're going to come up. We're going to tilt our pelvis. Don't let the knees splat out. We're just going to reach up, breathing in and breathing out. So you should feel a nice stretch through this front leg, really tilting the pelvis, keeping that front leg at right angle. 2 more breaths here, breathing in and breathing out. Engaging the core, navel and the spine, reaching up, reaching on, breathing in and breathing out. Bring the arms back down. We're going to reach back here. It's probably easier to come up onto your toe, straightening that front leg, flexing the foot, and then folding forward here. You may need to bend your knees slightly, folding forwards, reaching the hands. See if you can walk your hands along the mat a little bit here, folding forwards over your leg. And we're going to breathe here for 3 breaths, breathing in and breathing out. If you need to come out of the pose, you're welcome, and then go back in. Whatever you need to do, I'm guiding you here, breathing in and breathing out. One more breath, really surrender to the pose, breathing in and breathing out. Let's come forwards into our lunge, digging your hands into the mat, playing here, hands nice and strong, creating space to come out. Transitioning through your down dog, let's have 3 breaths here, playing as you want to, breathing in and breathing out and breathing in and breathing out. 1 more breath. Remember, you can be in child's pose if you want to. Options. Last breath here, breathing in and breathing out. Bring the legs closer together, left leg up, reaching to the ceiling and bending the knee, foot towards the bottom, foot flex, pressing your body through your arms. 1 breath here, breathing in and breathing out. Straighten the leg, squaring off the hip, bringing that left leg through. You find yourself back in your lunge here. You're just playing in your lunge, just moving through your lunge, and then bringing that back leg down, going over the foot. So like we did on the other side, we're just going to adjust this position. So your pelvis is tilted, and you're going to reach your arms up. So really lifting up through. So we're not sinking through this pose. We are reaching up, engaging the glutes here, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And 1 more breath here. Really make it count. Staying strong through this leg, engaging, breathing in and breathing out. Nicely done. Let's bring our hands back down. Dig the toe into the back of the mat, and then adjusting, straightening the front leg, flexing the foot. The knee can be bent here. You don't want to have a lock knee. If you find yourself shaking, they say shaking is good. We just bend the knee slightly more. No worries. Then you're going to fold forward over that front leg, walking the hands out, and just allow the body to fold forward here. As I said before, if you need to come out, do just adjust as you need to. Breathing in and breathing out, folding forward. Releasing through the neck, no tension in the shoulders. 2 more breaths here, breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in. And your out breath, really surrender, let go, breathing out. Breathing, coming back into the mat, lifting up through the back leg, coming into your downward facing dog. Just 1 breath here, pressing your head through your arms, breathing in, breathing out. Let's come to our high plank here, and then let's let the knees hover again, looking forward, strong through the arms, strong through the body, hover, release through the lower back, and then bringing your knees to the mat, onto the heels, into your child's pose. Initially, your arms can be long, then bringing your hands stacked one on top of the other, and then if you want, arms alongside your body, just to release fully through the shoulders. It's up to you. Just breathing here, getting your breath back. Nice opportunity as well if you want to get some water, or if you're perspiring, you need to wipe your brow. I am perspiring. It's either humid, I'm working really hard, or a product. So just whatever it is that you need. And then just continuing to get your breath back here. You worked very hard. Nice, strong, be loving class, hey? Sure. So just breathing, recovering here, getting your breath back. We're going to meet ourselves back onto all fours. We're going to go back from our tabletop here, and then we're going to move through what we did the other day with our dancing camel. I hope you enjoyed that. I love dancing camel as a flow, so I'm hoping that by the time you finished your dancing camel, you were actually flowing as opposed to it being a rigid robotic move. So we're going to build into camel, but we're actually going to just to continue warming up the body a little bit more through our dancing camel. So let's reach to the right like you knew, reaching the left arm behind you, moving round, flowing round, and behind you, and round, and flowing, and round, brushing the floor. So hopefully after last class, you are familiar with our dancing camel. So just warming up the spine slightly more, just so we can go into the full extended camel that I want to talk you through now. So just one more this side, and one more the other side. Reaching, stretching, pressing through. Come back to center. Right, we're going to come up onto all fours here. Or say all fours, all twos. So if you're feeling like a little tight in the lower back still, you'll see as you go. You can have your toes into the mat. If you start to feel a little bit more comfortable, you can flatten the toes. So see how you go. We're going to start with one side. So we're just going to reach the right hand to the high dog. You have been so noisy. What was the noise? Good dog. Okay. Thank you. Right, so we're going to reach, please excuse him. So we're going to reach the right hand to the right heel, and we're just going to take that left hand back. So you're just going to be steady through the knees. You're going to push through the pelvis, engaging through the glutes to protect the lower back. And we're going to reach that top arm up and over. You're going to reach it back, allow your head and your gaze to follow. So going as comfortably as you can. Here, if you're feeling comfortable, you can release through the toes if you hadn't already, but if that's a bit too much for you, just stay up on the toes, no worries. Breathing in here and breathing out, reaching back. Breathing in and breathing out. Really surrender to the pose. Last breath here, breathing in and breathing out. Nice and strong, coming up, just slowly, there's quite a lot of blood rushing to the body. Let's together come down, just gently, slowly, reversing the pose now, releasing through the lower back. Hands one on top of the other, forward to the hands, breathe breaths. You can close your eyes if you want to. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. Last breath here before we move to the other side. Breathing in and breathing out. So we're going to come back onto all fours, adjusting, coming onto the toes if you want to. And we're going to prepare for the other side. So reaching that left arm behind you to the heel, and then taking, when you're ready, adjusting through the knees nice and strong, and then taking that right arm behind you, reaching the arm overhead, and then looking back, just following the body through, engaging the glutes, protecting your lower back. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. Really surrender as you flow. One more breath here, breathing in and breathing out. Normal breath, nice and strong as you prepare to come out, all the way out. Allow the blood from the head to flow back to the body. Just slowly coming back down, toes touching. You can take your knees wider. Hands long on the mat, cheek to the mat. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. So you should be feeling a really nice yoga buzz happening here. Strong, maybe even slightly fatigued. Sure, we've pushed it already. Last breath here, breathing in and breathing out. So coming back onto all fours. If you need to grab some water, please do. Hydrate is key, and then wiping away the sweat, perspiration. If you need to, take a little breather here. I'm just going to move through, flow through class here. I think some of the really strong classes may be slightly shorter than the hour. I hope you don't mind. I just feel we've worked really hard and covered a lot quickly, and with being on the recording, we're not having as much talk time. I miss the talk time. But yeah, I feel like we've done a lot of hard work. We've like really made every second count. Let's move back into our tabletop here. We can move through a couple of cat-cows, just releasing through the spine, the lower back, breathing out here, arching, breathing in, breathing out. Just a couple more here, breathing in and breathing out. Just making space on your mat. Just going to take the arms long into your puppy pose, releasing all the way through your spine. Move your options here to chin or forward to the mat, whatever's more comfortable for you. You can bring hands to elbows, just getting an extra stretch through the upper body here, or walking the arms slightly closer together, hands into prayer above your head, chin or forward to the mat, whatever you want to do. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. One more breath here, breathing in and breathing out. So just adjusting your arms so that you bring your hands back if they're not already on the mat. And we're just going to roll through the arms into Sphinx. Just adjusting the legs as you need to, zipping your legs up. Into Sphinx initially, breathing in, releasing through that lower back, breathing out. And we're just going to move through a couple of dancing cobras just to release through the spine a little bit more. Breathing in. We're familiar with this now after our month of being strong. Breathing out, coming back. Really release through. Breathing in. Flowing through elbows tucked in, breathing out all the way out. Adjusting where you need to, breathing in. All the air in, breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. Continuing to flow here, breathing out. Last time, breathing in. Breathing out. And we'll just finish together in our child's pose, breathing in. Flowing as you want to, breathing out. Finishing here, that sequence in child's pose, breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Moving along. Let's go back to tabletop. We're going to move through our down dog sequence again into our last sequence for this class. Toes into the mat, bending the knees as you come into your down dog, up onto your toes, reaching your heels into the mat, walking your legs out on the spot, pressing through, breathing in, breathing out, walking your legs slightly closer, right leg up towards the ceiling again, bending through the knee, pushing your body through your arms, foot is flexed, foot towards your bottom, one breath here, breathing in, breathing out, straightening the legs, squaring off the hip. Something different now, we're going to bring the legs through, but instead of coming into lunge, we're going to come into pigeon. So you're wanting strong through the arms to bend the knee and then straightening the long leg. And then let me just show you here. The front leg is either going to be parallel to the mat or bringing the foot into your groin area, and you're just going to reach over that front leg. So if it's comfortable, the foot's parallel, and you're going to fold forwards. I'll show you my back leg now. If that's too intense, you're going to bring the foot inside to the groin area, and then you're just going to fold forwards. But you don't want to be sideways. You want to actually be forward. You can even prop yourself up on a block here so that you're staying upright and folding forwards through. I'm just going to turn on my mat so that you can see my back leg. So here the back leg is long, it's not out to the side or anything. The back leg, you want to look back and see the foot. And you can see my leg here. So for me, I am comfortable with the foot parallel to the front of the mat. But if not, as I said, bringing the foot in and then folding over. So then walking the leg out and then back leg long. So we're going to start by just reaching up, reaching long, looking back, breathing in. And then breathing out. Looking forwards. We're going to go to the bent knee side, just twisting. You probably should get a good stretch right down to your tailbone. Looking behind you, breathing in, twisting. Use your hands to give leverage here. Breathing in and breathing out. Coming all the way back to center, all the way around to the open leg side. Twisting, use your hands for leverage here. Breathing in and breathing out. Coming back to center. Last time reaching up before we come down. And reaching over that leg. And then just surrender. Not everybody's favorite pose, but if it is your favorite or one of your favorites, you should find it very comfortable to just relax here. So what I mean by relax is you're in the pose, just surrender. There's no tension. Anyway, you may feel some discomfort or obviously a deep stretch, but I'm hoping it's in a good way. If there is any discomfort, just come out and try to come back in. So you're closing your eyes here if you want to. We're just going to do a couple of breaths. Peaceful. Just breathing your own breath cycle. Two more breaths here, breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing. Just bringing the hands back to the mat, lifting up as you prepare to come out. Hands into the mat nice and strong, digging that back leg in, creating space so that you can lift up and out, back into your downward facing dog, walking your down dog out on the spot, yeah? 2 breaths here, pressing through the arms, playing however you need to, breathing in and breathing out, and breathing in and breathing out. Walk the feet slightly close together, prepare for the other side, leveling up, bending the knee, flexing the foot, pressing your body through your arms. 1 breath here, opening up through that hip, breathing in and breathing out. Straightening the leg, scoring off the hip, and as we did, not coming into lunge, but coming into our pigeon. So nice and strong through the arms, bringing that leg forward. Again, here you can probably see it a little bit better. So either the foot is into the groin area, that back leg is long, flattening through the toe. If you're comfortable, bringing that leg parallel to the front of the mat, and then again, if you need to, prop up on the block, you can. Okay, so just as long as you're not like compromising the spine or anything. So let's begin with coming up high, looking up, breathing in, reaching back, breathing out. I'm just going to come climbing off my mat here. And we're just going to go to the bent knee side, walking your hands around, twisting, looking, reaching, breathing in, and breathing. And then coming back to the other side, your open leg side, using your arms as leverage, twisting through the body, looking behind you, looking at the back leg, breathing in, and breathing out. And then coming back to center. Let's just reach up again, creating space, looking up, looking back, breathing in, and breathing out. Let's fold over that front leg now. Breathing and just enjoying the stretch. Hopefully you did on the other side, and you can on the side, just surrendering over that front leg. Closing your eyes if you want to, breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing, surrendering. Two more breaths here, breathing in, breathing out, and breathing in, and breathing out. You're prepared to come out now, strong through the arms. Let's create space for that leg, so digging that back leg in, creating space to come out. Just walking out your downward facing dog here. Pressing your head through your arms, tailbone up towards the ceiling. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's bring the knees down to the mat. Let's take the knees wide, toes touching into your child's pose. Initially taking your arms long. You can even cup them on the mat just to stretch through. We can then bring the arms back. I call this like a little spider. Imagine your arms with your elbows in the air like a spider arm. Sorry if you don't like spiders, but it's meant to feel nice through the shoulders and the upper body. Just stretching here as you're going to brush your chin along the mat. And then just taking your hands either long in front of you again, or one hand on top of the other. Really sinking through those hips, releasing through the body. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing. Last breath here, breathing in and breathing. So although you work really hard, it's like quite a fast class. Hopefully you're feeling alive, feeling energized, possibly feeling hot, but mobilized. Your mind should be clear, hopefully feeling motivated. So we're going to, in class now, we're coming to laying on our backs, on our mats. Again, like we do, if you want to use your block, you can. So we're going to lay long on our mat, just adjusting your clothing, whenever you need to adjust. Let's just roll down together, engaging your core. So feet into the mat, knees bent, and then just one vertebra at a time with control, coming down to laying on your back. So when you're on your back here, if you want to use your block, you can. Just lifting up, bringing your lower back onto the block. Remember all our options. You can have feet touching, legs open. You can have legs long, splayed out. You can have legs at the wall. Whatever you want to do. I think I'm just going to have my feet touching. And then either just bringing your arms just below your heart alongside your body, palms facing up. Or you can bring your right hand to your belly, left hand to your heart center. It's up to you. When you're ready, closing your eyes, chin is tucked in, neck is long. Taking a deep breath into your nose and breathing out through your mouth. And again, breathing into your nose and out through your mouth. So just thinking back to what I read to you at the beginning of class about ourself, me too. It's important. We are important. I am important. Say it. I am important. Yes. And sometimes it may come hard to us. But remember the importance of giving and receiving. We can't give unless we receive. We can't receive unless we give. It's not balanced. So I am. Just breathing here, relaxing through the body. So those that want to carry on in your relaxation, you can. We're going to lay. Those that want to end class when we end, you can. Just laying here quietly together. And then without disrupting the body, just taking the block out from underneath you just so that you can lay long on the legs, long, feet splayed out, arms long, chin tucked in, just laying here quietly. And you start to connect to the present moment. You become aware of the sounds around you. And swallow. Maybe brush your fingers, lift their thumbs along your fingertips, and with your toes. Gently turn your head from side to side. And when you're ready, you can reach your arms above you in like a morning stretch. So just stretching the arms long, legs long. You can move through the hips. This is the last thing you do before you return to your waking life. So whatever you think you need, breathing in, stretching and reaching, and breathing all your way out. Breathing in and breathing out. You can hug your knees, your chest, gently rocking from side to side. And then when you're ready, either rolling onto your right side and pressing yourself up into seated, or from lying on your back, just rolling up into seated. Namaste. Thank you for another wonderful class of Beloved. Catch you next week. Bye.